Hi guys, and welcome to another video. In this one I am gonna be watching for the first time the songs that are competing in the national selection in France for Eurovision 2021. As per usual, before I start, I want to thank to my newest Patreon, Pauline or Pauline or Paulina. Thank you so much for joining the Patreon team. To all my Patreons, I'm telling you, you still have one more week to vote for the Patreon's choice video. Starting 2021, every month, the Patreons will be choosing one video that I will make. The options that I gave you for the first Patreon's choice video were top 10 songs I hate in Eurovision, top 10 acts that were disappointing live, and a list of all my underdogs every year starting 2005. I can tell you, up until now, again, it's still a draw for the first place, so every vote counts. If you're a Patreon and you have not voted yet, please do so. And if you guys would like to become Patreons, you will find a link down below in the description. Like I did with Albania and Israel, I'm gonna be watching the songs on my own. I will not be commenting or try not to comment really during the songs. Sometimes maybe I will say things now and then, but mostly I will be focusing on the song. You will be hearing an over voice on top of while I'm watching. These are my opinions about the song that I will say right after I listen to the song. I do it so because sometimes some songs really require a lot of attention, and if I'm breaking the connection with the song to talk to you guys, I might be missing on stuff, so I prefer to just watch it, unless it's a song that does not require any sort of connection. I don't know yet. If everyone is ready, let's get started. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this video or enjoy this type of content. The first song that I see on the list is Pertu Media by Ali. Also, it has something called Alleluia, hello, so it makes me think it's gonna be a fun song. Maybe dancey, let's see. Maybe with some influences, I would totally love that. The first thing I did notice with this song, and obviously being the first song, very probably all these preview videos are not gonna be live. Something that bothered me towards the end, because it was extremely noticeable, is the fact there are a lot of backtrack voices, and this year, since they're allowed for the backing vocalists to do playback, I feel like a lot of them are gonna use it a lot, and I really don't enjoy that. When the song started, it did not start the way I was expecting. It wasn't exactly what I thought it was going to be. The chorus kind of changed my mind. It was a lot closer to what I wanted, but I still missed like a very specific oomph, like a little bit more of the party mode. It wasn't there. To be very honest, even if this is not live, I still don't think that Ali's vocals are powerful enough. And I'm not saying that he's not a good singer, I'm just saying his voice is not powerful. He slides in the background vocally quite a lot, and that's something I don't really appreciate in Eurovision. I did notice that many artists usually tend to bring these party songs, but they cannot keep up with them. So they decide at some point to just become like a second voice. I do think the song might have some potential. Obviously right now I cannot compare it with anything. It's the first song I'm listening to. I can't say I didn't like it. Probably what bothers me a bit more is the fact that the song right now doesn't sound polished enough. I do feel that Ali might bring quite a stage presence with him at the show, and I totally appreciate that. I do feel he will be quite an eye catcher. It all depends on how the other songs are. The second song on the list is 21 Juin les Duos. That's quite a name. And the name of the song is Pertu Media. And I am very curious. Based on the title, this sounds a bit more dramatic. This song from the very beginning gave me a very heartwarming feeling. It was very nice and it gave me a very good mood. I liked that. It was not what I was expecting. As I said before, based on the title, I thought it was gonna be something a bit more dramatic. Obviously it wasn't. From the first rhythms, I knew it's not gonna be a dramatic song. I liked the touch with the instruments, and I liked also the chemistry between the two singers. They really make me believe they're very good friends. They go well together. I like that. Also, I feel like their voices are a lot better. The one thing that I think is more on the negative side is the fact that the song never changes. I didn't notice any major key change or some sort of a rhythm breaker. It just keeps going the same way. Well, except when they stopped to play the instruments. Okay, I will give them that. That was a change, but not that major. Like, honestly, the song just went the same way. I think this one is very light, very what I like to call vanilla. Is like not too much on one side, not too much on the other side. It just wants to be nice. And it is very nice. I enjoyed it. Would I consider this a winner? Not really, unless they really come up with like some staging to help this song. I do see the potential though. With the rhythms of the song, I do see a very good potential for a great show, but not the way it was presented specifically in this video. This would get a like from me, yeah, I liked it. I can't say I didn't. Moving on to the third song, it is called Meva, and it's sang by Amui. I don't know how to pronounce any of these things, I'm sorry. Usually I pick up on how stuff are being pronounced towards the end of the video, so just stick with me, and probably towards the very end of the video I'll figure out how everything is being pronounced. I don't know what Meva means, so I do not know if this is gonna be a sad or a happy song. Let's see. I also don't know if this is a group or just a person. This song, I can tell you right now, is my favorite of the three. I do think the song is very good. I really love the instrumental. It gave me very strong vibes in the very beginning of some Fekeli B. Then it switched. It was not the same as Fekeli B, but still it gave me like this feeling of traditional. I loved the voices of the two girls a lot. The guy, I feel like he was the weakest point in the group. Even though, because he's in the middle, he's pretty much like the front man. Also on the negative side, I did not feel a very strong chemistry between the three of them. Either they were extremely nervous or they don't know each other for a very long time. And also every now and then they were not very convincing. And I'm talking now about the performance, not the singing. Though their presence on stage when the guy was supposed to be doing like his dance routine, he was like very soft and very careful when he was doing all those things. Like when at some point he went down on one knee, he looked like he was more careful not to make the pants dirty than actually do the dance. But this might be nerves. I'm not sure if this is a group that people know, if they have like a lot of experience on stage. I really felt like they were extremely nervous. But that's a pity because I totally love the song. So if they could somehow make this work and have like strong lives in this song too, I did notice that the backtrack vocals came over at some point. This is gonna be the death of me if in Eurovision 2021 all the songs are gonna have like playback artist on top of it. Like, I hate that. Yeah, as I said, in the end, my favorite of the three of them, song-wise, not so much with the performance, but I really think that can be improved with just like a lot of rehearsals. This might actually be a good act. The next song is called Alleluia. Da-na-na. Well, it's obviously not that song, but it's called Alleluia, and it is sang by Andrea Mad. This does not sound like a name, even though it kind of looks like a name. I will have a prediction for this song. I will say it's gonna be a ballad. If this is a dancey song, I mean, come on, am I gonna fall for it again? Well, let me break it to you from the very beginning. This song is definitely going on my playlist. I literally finished listening to it like 3 seconds ago. I can't wait to listen to it again. Definitely by far the most convincing song, both vocally and instrumentally. I did notice that France this year will have a lot of like influence kind of music. It's either like African influence or something Arabian every now and then. Like I cannot really exactly place it. But this song honestly was so cool. I absolutely love it, and I really want to listen to this live. I want to see how their live performances are, because if that is disappointing, then it might ruin the song. Especially the last part, the end, with her high vocals. That sounded really good, but I'm curious if it's the same live. And just an example for what I said for the previous two songs, where some of them were not like very convincing on stage. These two people were very convincing. Like, I bought it. They were in it to make it, like they were on stage to convince people to vote for them, to show what they have. They did not seem nervous, even though they might have been. They didn't show any nervousness. The guy at least gave me full confidence. And also, yes, I was a sucker. I did think it's gonna be a powerful ballad. It was a dance song, was exactly the opposite of what I said, I admit it. Up until now, as I said, clearly my favorite. The next song is sang by Cephas, I'm guessing, and the name of the song is On a mangé le soleil, which I cannot even guess what this is gonna be. I keep hoping for a powerful ballad. I hope the powerful ballad is gonna come. But if this is not it, I'm not mad, because I quite like the rhythms up until now in the French selection. God, I loved this one. Right now everything is gonna get a bit more serious just because the past two songs are just wow. I loved his voice from the very beginning. I was very curious in the beginning if that's actually his voice, or again they're gonna be like some girls' voices and he's just like in there somewhere. No, definitely that was him too in there. I think there were multiple voices, but his voice was one of them. I just loved it. I loved the rhythm of it. It told me a story, and oh my god, I fell in love with it. This was so cool. I could absolutely see this at Eurovision. I do think it might be different than the others. I also think that the French language helps a lot. Again, this is gonna be the second song from this national final that will go on my playlist. I love it. Also, the guy, the artist, he seems experienced. I'm not sure if he is or not. Again, I don't know if I know any of the artists. But he seems to be extremely comfortable on stage, and I love that. I loved his presence, I loved his voice, I loved his fashion sense. I love the song. I liked the parts of the lyrics that I did understand. And right now I just want to listen again to this one and Alleluia just to see which one I like more, because obviously I have the recency bias right now. I'm listening to this one, so I like it a lot more. But then probably if I will start listening to Alleluia again, I would like that one more. This is honestly a really, really good song. Okay, so France is definitely on my radar this year. Like with these past two songs, wow, I really think they could be very noticeable in Eurovision. The next song is called Pour vous quand même, sang by Juliette Morin. Come on, Juliette, please be a ballad. I need a ballad. I didn't have like the powerful ballad yet. What happened? France likes to be dramatic. I need that one in my life. This song definitely sounded French, and now when I'm saying French, I'm not talking about the lyrics, obviously. I'm talking about the whole sound, like the music. It's like French music. I loved it. The drama is definitely there. The lyrics are like very like heavy. I liked that too. I always enjoy that. I do think that this specific stage for this video did not help her to send the dramatic message further away. Like she needs definitely a different staging, and I would say different clothing too. But I could totally see this song as being one of the most dramatic in Eurovision in 2021. To be honest, the last three songs are up until now my top three. They're very good. I don't know yet which it's on which place, but these three stand out from all of them up until now. This specific song, when I said that I'm expecting some ballads, is not exactly the style of ballad that I was expecting. This is more like theatrical, which is definitely a very good thing, because I don't think a lot of the songs will have that in Eurovision. 100% this is a song that you have to connect to. If you're not connecting to it, it might get boring. Yeah, what can I say? Good job, France. You're like pretty impressive up until now. I think you have some good contenders for the actual contest. The next song is called Tutti, and it's sang by Casanova. And I'm not sure if tutti is actually a French word. It sounds more like Italian. Doesn't it mean like everyone? Or everything? No, everyone. I'm actually curious, is this gonna be in Italian? Is this French? Is tutti a French word? Am I being extremely dumb right now? Well, this was again another song with some sort of, I would say, Turkish influences. From the very beginning, I've noticed his voice. I thought his voice was really noticeable. I would recognize his voice up until now from all the voices that I heard. But I do have, unfortunately, an issue with the song itself. The one thing that I do not like, and happens a lot with Eurovision music, it is extremely repetitive. The music, the rhythm is the same one. It just happens again and again and nothing changes, and I find that extremely boring. I just start daydreaming while I'm listening to it. It didn't grab me, the song. I thought it was fun. I think it's like a fun background song when you're like at a party or something, but it's not something that makes me want to listen to it. And actually I think this is really pity because I really liked the guy. I really think he was doing a very good job. It's just the song does not help him at all. The song is background music. The next one on the list is Philippe and... wait, no, it's not Philippe. I'm sorry. I have the screen is a bit further away. I cannot read that far, apparently. The name is Philippine. Philippine? Like the country? Okay, the name is Philippine, and the name of the song is Banon. Banon? Banon. Banon. Let's see how this song is. Is it gonna be happy or a ballad? Like, France does the best thing with their titles. I have no idea what genre the song is gonna be. I mean, seriously, France, another song that I think would stand out. Like, you cannot mess up this national selection. I mean, seriously. I love the song. This is an attitude song. It's all about that sass, and you have to be all like oomph and oof. I loved it. It made me dance. I don't even know what to say. Like, I just loved it all together. I love the girl. Obviously, the girl has experience on stage. She showed zero nerves, so she was very good. The voice sounds very good. The music was unpredictable. This is something that I love. Like, even every now and then when I try to sing along thinking that I know how this goes, it did not go the way I was expecting. And I like that. I like music with a twist. This was actually great. And now I'm thinking, I feel like what is now in my mind from all the songs is this one that's called Banon and On a mangé le soleil. I feel like these two got really deep stuck in my brain at this point. What can I say? Good job, Philippine. Like, it is a very good song, also for a performance, so it also gives like chances to make it even better, like with staging. I love that. I love it. I've kind of lost track on what number song I am on, but the next one is... okay, let me focus. I think you pronounce it Je te mènerai danser, and it's sang by Terence James, which does not sound French at all. I focused so much on the song title and then his name is Terence James. Except if it is Terence Jamais, which I don't think it is. Let's go with Je te mènerai danser. Well, let me start with the positives. This guy could definitely be a model. I feel like he's extremely tall and very cute. I do think he might have a very good voice. I could not figure it out due to the production of this song. It was so heavily produced, I have no idea how his voice actually sounds like. And now to move on the negative side, this song annoyed me. It is extremely, extremely, extremely repetitive. I mean, I learned the title. You don't need to say it like 100 times. Every time when stuff like this happens, I wonder if the lyricists are just lazy or they don't know how to continue, like what words, what to write in there. Like, he said Je te mènerai danser so many freaking times that they could literally write 4 different sentences in the place of that. I do understand when they try to make the song catchy and like if you repeat it enough, people are gonna start singing along, but this one is just way too much. Presence-wise, I like him. I do think he would be very good on stage. I do think the song can get dancers and make it interesting, but is a pass for me song-wise. Like, I could not listen to this so many times. It would be like a one-time listening, and that's that. I do wanna give him though a shout out for the last note. Like, he did a very good job there, if that works the same way when it's live. On we go with what I think is gonna be the second last song, probably. It is Pony X, and the name of the song is Vous. Let's see if this is a powerful ballad. Well, I think I have a lot to say about this specific song. In the very beginning, it sounded extremely familiar. I do not know exactly right now what song exactly it reminded me of, but like the beginning instrumental, the starting point, is very similar to a famous song. I just don't know quite yet which one. Then the guy started singing, and I thought, wow, this guy has like some good singing capabilities. It sounded really cool. It was like fresh for a while. And then obviously you just see the horse head, which probably that's where Pony X comes from. I also think this guy's really made the people that prepared the clips a lot of work, because they had to like do the CGI, and it's not just a horse that's on screen. In some places they actually have to like overlay stuff, so they spend some time to work like frame on frame. Now, getting over the novelty of the horse CGI head and the interesting part of the guy's voice, the song on its own was very cool for exactly half the song. Once half the song happened, I just got bored. Like, towards the end of the song, I was actually trying to keep a yawn or two inside. I kept them in because I didn't want to be rude, but I literally started yawning. And again, not because the song would not be entertaining. I'm sure it would be entertaining, and I'm sure people would remember it, also because of the horse head. Once you pass the halftime of the song, you feel like been there, done that, nothing else is happening. Like, everything that we've listened up until now, that's it. From now on, we're just moving towards 3 minutes mark. So to be clear, I do appreciate all the novelty things. I do appreciate the guy's voice. I need to figure out what was the beginning of the song reminding me of. And the song altogether, not quite sure if it's something for my playlist. And we are on to the last song. And the name of the song is Voila, and it's sang by Barbara Pravi, or Barbara Pravi. I don't know, to me all this sounds Italian, even though obviously it's French. This is also my only chance to get my power ballad that I kept hoping for. France is definitely in a dancing mode this year. Clearly another French dramatic theatrical ballad. I did not get the ballads that I was expecting, but we got two dramatic ballads. I find like this one is the better of the two. Everything sounded extremely Patricia Cass-ish, and that's a good thing. The instrumental is absolutely awesome, and it helps so much. The voice, again, is like a raw voice, extremely artistic. I love it. This one needs a little bit of acting in the song. The girl was really good. And also I have to say, this is what I'm talking about when I'm saying some songs are repetitive. I'm not necessarily talking about the fact that you repeat the same lyrics like 15 times. It's the fact that nothing else changes. In this one, she said voila, I don't even know how many times, but it did not feel repetitive at all because the music constantly changed. I do like it a lot. I feel that from the composition standpoint, this might be the best of the songs. Obviously extremely creative, and obviously people worked a lot on this song. This is not even close to being a lazy songwriting. This was well planned and executed. So guys, I'm gonna try to give you a fast top 3, probably 4, because I cannot really make a difference. But don't take this as my actual top quite yet. I've only listened to the songs once, but there are 4 specific songs that I really want to listen to again, and a couple more of them that I think if I would listen to them multiple times, they would get better. I think that I would put on a tied 3rd place the song Banon and Alleluia. For my 2nd place after the first listening, and only after the first listening, I don't know how this is gonna work out, is Voila. And on the 1st place, and the song that right now makes me really want to listen to it again, is On a mangé la Soleil. I really love that song. Together with Voila, I feel like these two, because they're so different, could make the difference. I feel Cephas could lead more the happy song area of the playlist, which is a lot longer than the sad songs. And definitely Barbara is leading the sad songs, which are probably 2, maybe 3, depends how you consider another one of them. So I think that Barbara and Cephas right now are my favorites, but they're very different from each other. They're very hard to compare. The same way I did with Albania, give me a week and then I will tell you what I think about the songs, and I will give you an actual top. Thank you guys for watching, and please let me know down in the comments how much you don't agree with me. I'm aware that I have a strange taste in music. I don't often go for very popish songs. I'm more of a drama king myself. But if you did enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe so you get more of this awesome content. Please stay safe, and I hope to see you in a future video. Bye guys!